Hello guys, welcome to this video. So in this video I will show you in React.js application how to add keyboard hotkeys and shortcuts to your application. So this is very useful for fast efficient work without having to click on the individual element. You can bind a shortcut keys on the keyboard. So we have these a nice little application where you can add an item or remove it. So we have these two buttons available. Either you can manually click the button right here. If you click it, it will add the item. And similarly for removing it, you click the remove button, then it will remove it. But what if that we have these two shortcut keys available, A for adding an item and D for removing an item. So if you press the A keyboard key, so if I press A, I'm not clicking the mouse. So in this way, you can see how quickly it is to add items without clicking the mouse. And now same goes if I press the D keyboard key, then the items will get deleted. So in this way, you can add shortcut keys or hotkeys to your React.js application. So there is a specific package which allows you to do this. If you go to npmjs.com and just search for this package, which is React Keyboard, this is actually the package, React Keyboard. So this allows you to, this is a command here. I have already installed it, so you just need to install it. 94 weekly downloads. So I will just show you a very basic example. So functional component, and then we need to import this module hotkeys, which will be coming from React keyboard. It's almost 22 kilobytes package. And right here we define our shortcut keys as a global variable. So whatever shortcut keys that you want to define, you create an object right here. And here you define the shortcuts. So for adding an item, we are basically, you can call this anything. I'm just putting a keyboard key, and then for removing item, and then we are putting D. So we have created this object which constitutes, we have put this shortcut key A for adding the item, D for removing it. So in this way, inside this object, you can do this. Now coming back to the application, we will have simply an array of items. Initial value will be using the useState hook, will be empty. And now in the JSX, we surround our application in the hotkeys. So this is the actual component. So if you want to do keyboard shortcut keys, you need to surround your application using this component hotkeys. And it takes actually the two parameters for whatever is the keys that you have defined. So we have defined this object early on, so we are simply passing it. The second property it takes is the handler function. So here we will define this, you can call this anything. I'm just calling it handler. So this is essentially your function which will be responsible whenever you click the keyboard key. So now it will detect which key has been pressed, and accordingly it will make your application. So right inside this we will have a div section, and give it a padding of 20 pixel, and we will align everything in the center position. So this is 20 pixel px, and here we are just looping through all the items which are there inside. If you see, we put, we are telling the user that A is used to add an item, D is used to remove an item, and we are looping through using the map operator each item inside the list item. Then we have two buttons for adding the item, removing the item. We have binded these methods, handlers, and add item for adding it and removing it. So this handler, here we need to define both these functions. So inside this handler functions right here, this is will be an object, not a function. So this is actually is an object containing these functions: add item for adding an item, and then the second item, put a comma. The second property is the remove item function. So in this way, you can have as many functions as possible in this object, this handlers. We are putting it, and we are defining these two functions like this. So now we're adding the item. It's very simple logic. We add the item in the array. You can add them inside your database. For the time being, I'm just taking a very simple example, just doing very simple process of removing and adding items in the array. You can using set items. If you see, we are using the slice function, and here we are adding the item. So now what happens is that if you go to your application, so we have these two buttons available. Either we can click it. So clicking is very time consuming. You can see it takes a lot of time in moving your mouse and clicking items. But now inside this, you can press the A keyboard key to add the item. So pressing keys is far more easier and less time consuming as compared to clicking the mouse. So I think in this way, easy way, you can bind shortcut keys using this package in React.js. So thank you very much for watching this video, and do check out my website as well, freemediatools.com, which contains thousands of tools regarding audio, video, and image. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video.